So here we are, leaving Tesla headquarters. We just dropped a random pin at Stanford or whatever. Let's see how it does. So let's go. But it's really smooth sailing in the car itself. And here we're encountering some construction. And the car is just driving around the construction. So it has never seen this construction before. Well, it is near the headquarters, but we had a good left. It's kind of hard to tell maybe from the live stream, but the car is driving very smoothly. Yep, I just slow down for a speed bump, which is cool. I just slow down for another speed bump. And we did not program in, there's no line of code that says slow down for speed bumps. So it is doing this based entirely on video training. Again, there is no line of code that says give clearance to bicyclists. It is just doing what people do. It can read science without ever being taught to read. And when we get to our destination, we'll change the pin and it's like drop it somewhere else random. Maybe we'll run into Zuckerberg and we can challenge him to a fight. That'd be fun. Spice it up. He's not traveling somewhere to his backyard. So here we are at a roundabout. So roundabouts are obviously pretty complicated.
It's waited for those two cars.
Yep, it just waited for those two cars to go and then did the turn. Again, I'm being somewhat repetitive about this, but we have never programmed in the concept of a roundabout. We just showed a whole bunch of videos of roundabouts. If we were offline, there would be no difference. This is locally, all the inference that's happening is local. It does not need an internet connection. But we could be somewhere where there is no internet connection. We got to our destination, so I'll just pick a new destination here.
The concept of driving is general. You don't need to just do it in the US. You could do it everywhere simultaneously.
Right, exactly. Just like a human can go travel to a country they've never been to before and rent a car and drive around and be, maybe not quite as good as someone local, but you can still rent a car in a foreign country and drive around. And yeah, exactly. So yeah, so here we are at a roundabout. I've never been to this roundabout before, and the car is not specifically trained on this roundabout.
Yeah, and then once it's our turn, it just proceeds.
Yeah, exactly. So I have not intervened once, and the drive has been butter smooth. Now, one of the sort of maybe slightly funny challenges we've had is that since the car is being trained on what humans do, humans almost never stop fully at a stop street. So when they get to a stop sign, humans actually almost never go to 0 miles an hour. They may think they did, but usually they're doing at least a few miles an hour coming up to a stop street. Sometimes people go faster than that, but the regulators are they're really quite insistent that we go to come to a complete stop at stop signs. And when we looked at the data, only 5% of the time do humans actually stop fully.
Even lower than that. 0.5%.
0.5%?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so
it's
basically people almost never fully stop at stop signs. So we had to artificially train the system to stop at stop signs at the insistence of the regulators. Like I said, it's a little slow because we're driving around in basically rush hour. Oh, intervention, sorry. Okay, so that's our first intervention. That's why we've not released it to the public yet. So for that intervention that we just had, the solution is essentially feed the network a bunch more video of traffic lights. Yeah, so this is pretty cool. So the car just pulled over to the side of the road, and
the passenger should get off.
And parked. So it knows at the end of its destination, based on the video that's received, that at the end of the destination, you pull over to the side and park.
Yeah,
and
it also gets the exact pin location in addition to the navigation route. So, the pin is close. It's a good spot spot here, puts over here. But in big parking lots where there might not be any map,
Yeah.
you should just go as close to the pin as possible.
Right. Exactly.
Okay, even without any route or anything like that.
Yeah, and in fact, in sort of robotaxi world, it would actually just, you know, probably perhaps know what you look like and just literally look for you.
Yeah. If you have a picture or something, you can just
Yeah,
look for
exactly. It's like if you're signed up and it's like, you know, just say, you don't have to, but if you want the car to literally find you,
Yeah.
you just have to send it a picture of you, and it will look for you and wait for you.
Yeah, exactly. And then you can also say, drop me off at the Starbucks or something. And
Yeah.
you should drop you off at the building's entrance as
Yes.
close to Starbucks as possible, as opposed to somewhere random, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So, well, I guess, let's see, I don't know, probably head back to HQ.
Sure.
Or at Tesla entering HQ.
Do you want to do the fight or?
Wait, where does he live? It's
You know,
somewhere
I mean,
around
Google or
here.
something,
Yeah, should we just Google it?
Yeah, you could Google it.
I mean, you know, we can knock on the door and whatever.
Please say hi, I guess.
Yeah, we'll say hi. We'll be friendly. It's just a polite inquiry as to whether you would like to engage in hand-to-hand combat. Okay, so this is literally, we just Googled it. We don't know if this is where he actually lives or not, but we'll just go there.
Roughly.
So, you know, he's
Yeah,
like,
check. Yeah, engage.
okay. So let's go, guys. So now we're at least going to where Google says, you know, Zuck lives. You know, I don't think this is really, you know, it can't be really considered doxing if we just Googled it. Here we are, headed to like Edgewood Drive. I don't know if this is actually where he lives or not. Anyway, well, this is, we are at the spot. Anyway, but you know, it's sort of still nice driving around Palo Alto.
Can I head back to the office?
Yeah, sure. Good. That's it. All right, so that was the FSD 12 beta drive. Super smooth. One intervention, which we'll fix with a bit more training data. Otherwise, really, I would say, like, you know, if this was a Uber driver, pretty much apart from that one intervention, 5 stars.
Yep.
So, all right, thanks everyone for tuning in.